Hey, what's up, guys? This week I was asked by a really smart agent what I thought she should be saying to her clients now. She had just listened to an economic forecast where it seems the economist put more questions in people's minds than he answered. Now, the agent was wondering if she should be advising her clients to sell their homes now or to take more of a wait and see approach. And that conversation reminded me that as smart and productive as any agent has been over the last 10 years, people who've been in this business for just one decade have never experienced a serious market shift. And because of that, there's a shallowness to the experience level of those who got into the business over the last 10 years that can only be deepened by going through a buyer's market. So think about that for a minute. You can say you've been in this business for 10 whole years, which is a long time by anyone's standards, and still only really know one kind of market. Now, I'm not trying to be condescending here or even suggest that people have done anything wrong. The market is what it is. And for that matter, we're only now getting a window into where the market is headed this year. So at this point, it's hard to say for sure if there's a buyer's market on the horizon. There might be, and I bet you have an opinion. But if you've listened to me for long enough, you know how I feel about that. It doesn't really matter what happens to the economy because we can always create our own personal economy. So today, whether you've been in the business for one decade or for three, I want to remind you of one of my favorite lessons from early in my career. The lesson is that you're responsible to your clients, but not for them. So what this means is that you're responsible to share your opinions and your interpretations of the market with your clients. So if you get a strong feeling that someone should sell, it's definitely your responsibility to tell them. And if you don't have a strong conviction either way, it's your responsibility to make sure your clients know what's going on in the market and what you think that means for them. But you aren't responsible for their decisions. Your clients must own their decisions as they work with you, and you certainly can't be expected to have a crystal ball. Now, I think that some agents tend to hold back their opinions for fear of being wrong. I mean, after all, the work agents do for their clients is really important and there's a lot of money involved, but agents aren't unique in that respect. There are other professions that deal with important issues where large sums of money are involved, and they have to remember this same lesson. Like a doctor whose patient is deciding on whether or not to undergo a major surgery is responsible to make sure they understand what could happen and to share her opinion. But the doctor, she's not responsible for the patient's decision. Just like an attorney whose client is deciding whether or not to sue someone is responsible to explain the possible outcomes to the client and share his opinion, but the attorney is not responsible for the client's ultimate decision on whether or not to sue someone. So the answer to what should you be saying to your clients, it's not changed. It's the same as the answer was 6 months ago. You're still tasked with giving your best interpretations and opinions to your clients and to help them make a decision that they feel is best for them. So the markets in which you sell, they may be changing, and your opinions about what's going on in the market might change, but what you do remains the same. So I hope that makes the next few months a little bit easier on some of you because no one needs any unnecessary pressure at the moment. We've got enough of that. And so my message to you is just trust your voice. And believe me when I tell you that your clients want to hear your opinions and they aren't expecting you to predict the future. So next week, I've got another way to explain this that I think will help you get more comfortable using your voice in this way. But for now, remember, you're responsible to your clients and not for them. Well, thanks for watching, you guys. Before you go, drop down, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about this concept of letting your clients own their own decisions. I'd love to hear your opinions this week. And my name is Jason Edwards, and let's go think bigger.